If you love vintage watches, take a trip to Beaucliffe Hall in Wetherby. Oh gosh, welcome to episode 4 of Watch the Watch with Jonathan Scatchard and David Harper. And this one is all about Rolex watches. And we know, Jonathan, Rolexes have gone ballistic.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Yes.
So don't forget, these are all top tips to help you value the Rolex we're going to talk about. So at any point, put your valuations down below. See if you can get close to one of the foremost experts in watches, not only in the country, I'm supposing the world. I'm really bullying you up here, but you've got to be. He really is. He's very, very good. So he knows what these things are worth. So Jonathan's going to give you all the information. Get your valuations down below. Over to you, Jonathan. What have we got?
We've got a Rolex GMT Master with what they call Coke bezel.
Right. From what?
Coca-Cola.
I would have hoped so. Yeah. And obviously because of the colours.
Yeah, there was a previous one that was blue and red,
Yeah.
and that was known as the Pepsi because that was their colours. It's an American nickname that's just stuck, and that's official now almost. Everybody refers to them by the colour.
But watches love nicknames, or rather watch collectors love nicknames,
Yes,
don't they?
yeah. Because often it's very boring just having a reference number that a brand will give it. So it's got to have something that everybody knows what we're talking about.
Right.
Because you can't remember all the reference numbers all the time. So this one is obviously a Rolex sports watch. The sports watches are the real hero watches, the ones that are doing the really big money.
Yeah.
So you've got your Submariners, your Daytona, we've talked about that
Yes,
before, they're
yeah.
just incredible.
Yeah.
And this, the GMT Master with another time zone. So it was like a world traveller's watch. It was
Right.
advertised really in the early days as an airline pilot's watch.
Right, okay.
You just really, you can get that other time zone by moving the bezel. So it was functional, the functional things.
It's Mr. Activity, isn't it?
Yes.
Even though whoever buys this watch is probably just going to wear it to the office, let's be honest. But he's going to arrive in the office and he's going to look like he's been on some mad adventure over the weekend.
Yeah.
That's the look, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what year is that?
That's 2001.
2001. And this is going to help you put a valuation on this thing right now. How much was that new in 2001, roughly?
Roughly about 4,000, I think it was.
Okay, about £4,000 in 2001. So you work this out. You know, brand new things generally go down in value, generally speaking. Rolexes, sports watches kind of
Totally the other way.
break the mold. Okay, tell us more about it. What's special about this particular watch?
Well, this is what we call a five number serial. So it's now changed slightly. They've got ceramic bezels. They're a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So like with all things, when something new comes out, the discontinued ones suddenly get a mass following.
Okay.
So this is just a prime example. It's just in wonderful condition. It's not had much of a life at all. Previous owners kept everything. So we've got the original printed guarantee there. You can see the numbers in the corner. Even the little green hang ticket, which little things like that make a big difference. So it's what we'd probably class as a collector's set.
Yeah. And is that called a full set?
Yes.
So it's got everything it came with when it was new.
It hasn't got the original bill of sale, but that's probably the only thing that it's missing.
But we know roughly what it would have cost anyway,
Yeah.
so it doesn't make
Yeah.
a difference. So about £4,000 new 20 years ago, and because it's discontinued, everybody wants it because you can't buy one new. It's impossible. You cannot buy that watch new, can you?
No. There's been a rumour that they were bringing it out in these colours,
Right.
and still nothing's appeared. So
Yeah.
it just keeps adding to the myth of this one, and it's really hard to put a value on it actually, because if you're looking in 6 months' time and looking back on this, you think, oh, we let that go a bit cheap, because they're changing so quickly. That's
Does
the
that
market.
happen sometimes? Do
Oh,
you sell a
yes,
watch
yeah.
one day and then realise you shouldn't have sold it?
It's not a case of you shouldn't have sold it. What you can't foresee is just how the sudden another jump can come along.
Yeah.
You see, they may come out and say that they're going to bring this out next year,
Right.
and it'll jump again in value.
Right.
Another brand we're going to talk about next is Patek Philippe.
Yeah.
There was a rumour that their watch was going to be discontinued. So it's a £25,000 watch jumped to £50,000 on the rumour.
Just on a rumour. But these watch companies are very good at spreading rumours, I think.
Some are. I mean, Rolex are very, very clever at what they do. They don't give anything away at all. You never know what they're going to do.
Okay.
So this rumour came about with Patek Philippe, and then they did
Things go
discontinue it.
Okay.
And the price went up again. So
Okay.
how can you foresee that?
You can't.
And it's the same with these.
But there are cases when sometimes you'll sell a watch for a certain amount of money and then you'll have to pay more for it to buy it back.
Oh yes, I've done that a few times. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
'cause
very
you
odd
need one in,
business.
it is. You need one in stock, but it's just what makes the business exciting, I think.
And do you think Rolex is the prime brand for, for price rises?
Yes, because there's enough of them. There's enough out there. You can find them. Some people are putting them away like bars of gold now.
Yeah.
They're just going up in price. So if there's people that are investing in them, you've got watch collectors that just love them for what they are.
Yeah.
Tick a lot of boxes, actually.
Okay, so they are commodities, but commodities that you can use. But,
Yes.
you hear people talk about objects being better than money in the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things are better than money in the bank these days, but this really does smash
Yeah. This.
that. It absolutely proves it
Yeah.
beyond...
Time and time again.
Yeah.
It's really been going on since these. We were buying these second hand for £2,000, and it doesn't seem like that long ago.
Yeah, okay. Right, on to the valuation today then. Bear in mind, Rolexes have gone absolutely crazy over recent years. £4,000 thereabouts, brand new 20 years ago. Put your comments down below. If you've got one, you might just be in funds and you didn't know how much
A lot
they
of
were
people will be surprised, because if you're not watching the market all the time and you've had one for 8-9 years, you
Yeah.
don't think about it.
Yeah.
That's when you get a shock of
Okay.
what you've got on your wrist.
Oh, right. Okay. So if you are one of those people, get ready for some good news. But first of all, put your comments and your guesses down below. How much do you think this watch is worth today? So, Jonathan, over to you. How much is it worth?
We've got that on our site at £11,950.
Okay.
£12,000.
Yeah, I know. £12,000 and £4,000 new. And somebody's had 20 years of use. That's not bad going.
No.
Wonderful. Well, let me know how you did and get in touch with Jonathan if you like. If you've got anything interesting, I'll put Jonathan's details down below. So that was episode 4. We're coming back with episode 5 and this rather delicious Patek Philippe. So from me, David Harper, it's goodbye.
And from me, Jonathan Scatchard, goodbye.
Cheerio.
Bye.